glaring in the lens. But welcome to this episode of Jack's Business Talk. Gonna talk a little bit about, so you're here. What are your first steps into becoming wealthy? Obviously you saw the title, something about this made you click on it. Must be this awesome overly wrinkly shirt, because I can't think of any other reason why you click on this video. But first thing you need to do is create a budget. Create the budget. Know what you're spending, know what you have going out, know what you have coming in. You're not going to move forward at all if you don't have a budget. This is real simple. It is mind-blowingly simple how to become wealthy. Second thing, try to, if you can, eliminate, so like a lot of your bad debt, and like the first thing you should try to eliminate is your car payment. And let's say you're rolling down the highway in your big fancy Beamer, but what's it proving? What is the function? What's the functionality of the vehicle? It's just to get you from point A to point B. I mean, with the way these cars are nowadays, I mean, you could buy a good used vehicle in cash and run it for a while. And I'm talking on this next one a little bit, I'm talking a little bit from experience, just because I used to work in an auto body shop, but minus the body lines on the vehicle, okay, placed slightly differently, it is actually a lot easier to make a car look like another car if you are handy and you don't mind doing a little bit of fiberglass work. It's really not that hard. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get, a Toyota Camry to look like a Lamborghini. That's completely ridiculous. That's not going to happen. But you can still do it. Just on an off-topic side note, okay, so one of the things we did was we got a S10. We got a Chevy S10 from the 80s, and we put a Cobra kit body on it. So that was a cool project. And another one we did was we actually did a lot with S10 frames, believe it or not, from the 80s. Yeah, we got another S10 frame, and we did an old a bootlegger car. But needless to say, we're getting off topic of what we're actually doing. But if you got the right frame, the right size frame, you could buy a kit, a Lambo kit, and put it on the frame. That's all I'm trying to say with that way off topic point. So anyway, eliminate your car payments and try to live. I'm not saying drive a POS. That's not what I'm saying. Just find something that get you from point A to point B, and it doesn't have to be the coolest of the cool mobiles. The third thing, your extra money that you have coming in, that you could just light on fire. It doesn't matter. Your extra income, use that money to make more money. And I know for me, I know, like for me, I talk a lot about real estate, and obviously that on here, that if you've watched this before, I'm a real estate investor. But you don't have to do real estate. You can do other things such as stocks, bonds. You can do municipal bonds, where you get you don't have to pay taxes on them. There's other ways to get to the finish line besides even those two things. You could start a business if you want. So that's cool too. Got a comment here I want to reply to. FL, would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow? Tree. Yeah, I think I'd like to watch a tree. PE Turner RE, thank you for tuning in. So another thing you could do in order to become wealthy, and this is so far mind blowing. You can figure out ways to earn extra income, and what I mean by that is I'm not saying you should leave your 8 hour, the 8 hour, 40-hour week job is not going to be enough. If you aspire to be wealthy and you want to move forward in your life, doing the 40 hours a week is not going to cut it. You have other channels such as, uneducated economists. I've been preaching this same thing for years now, so it's not going to cut it. So I don't know what to tell you. You can, but that doesn't mean you have to sacrifice all your time. That's one thing he doesn't say. You can start like a little online business and stuff that you can use to. You don't have to be involved, is what I'm trying to get at. It could generate income. You could write a book and sell the book online, and you don't even have to talk to the publishers. They just print the book out and send it to the person. You can do a blog. I mean, if you're more smart than I am, you could do a YouTube channel that booms, and you might be able to make a nickel off of it, which is a nickel more than I make off of YouTube. PE turned RE. Exactly why he got his license aligns with my investing too. Yeah, so that's another thing I've been thinking about doing, honestly, is, and I'm not sure about the timeline, what I'm necessarily going to do. I'm trying to figure that part out, man. I'm trying to figure it out. But what I'm trying to figure out is, there's a lot of people coming to the Pittsburgh market, and I'm thinking, should I get my real estate license? And I wouldn't mind actually working under someone, but I haven't even talked to them, so I don't even want to say really who it is. And this is just kind of a side thought. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, I don't mind doing handyman stuff, so I could do that to create extra income. And the other thing I was thinking too is, I was thinking also about the CDL stuff. So it's like I'm trying to figure out which out of the three is best. And I know that, hey, harsh reality. And I know that, like, for example, the CDL in 2 years would make more than enough. It would double my income for my W-2 job, and I could leave here, just go do that. I'm not sure about the other two, what it would allow me to do. The CDL would actually allow me to probably get out of W-2 work and be more beneficial overall in the long run, and I probably wouldn't have to work as long. Like I could probably actually be done in like 5 years or so. But then I'm thinking to myself, is like, well, even if I did that, like I drove truck and stuff, I could, I don't know, maybe spend a month and clean out my truck and convert it to an actual work truck, and I could actually maybe have someone running the truck and doing the handyman stuff and explain to them how to do the stuff. Or even just turn this into a yard truck again, which is why it's such a disaster. And be making money from the business while I'm driving truck to get to the finish line quicker. And I don't know. It's some different things I'm thinking about. And even like if I'm driving truck, the real estate license is off the table. There's no way I can balance both CDL and real estate license unless Cynthia went and got the real estate license. But then I don't know. That was a spiraling wormhole full of awesome goodness right there. In case you guys are wondering, I'm drinking Mango Dragon Lemonade today. Because I've already had enough caffeine in a few hours to kill an elephant. I just love... Okay, so I'm going to flip this camera around. I'm going to show you guys something real quick. Uh-oh, you seen... I love the fact that there's a big, huge crow. Like, I can't quite get zoomed in on it well. That's just been lingering there since. Oh, there it goes. Since I started the live stream, I'm kind of. There's another one over there, right on top of the door as we walk in. I'm just kind of thinking about, crows and like Edgar Allan Poe and that kind of stuff. And I was like, very poetic for this place. Sorry. Yeah, I kind of would, if I did the handyman stuff, okay, I would not actually have to do anything. I could just go do it now. I have most tools. I would revamp the whole truck in the back and be able to put my tools. I would have the Blue Eddy charging up the batteries and stuff and have it charging through the truck as I'm driving. And yeah, like that's the one huge pro to the fact of doing handyman. The CDL is going to be a little bit harder to get just for obvious reasons, and it's going to, I don't know. I kind of want to sit down with a few different people and actually talk about the pros and cons about a lot of this stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, we're way off topic. So after you get your monies and you invested your monies and you have more monies coming in from your monies making monies, you should then go ahead and once you get to a point, you're going to get to a point where you have so much money's coming in that you've tripled your income from your day job, that you can then potentially sell the business, get more money's coming in, and you can then diversify, do like a split, do like stocks and real estate, straight up real estate, and do several different things. You could do a few different things with the stocks and all that. And after that, just sit back. You've worked hard. You've already played the round of golf. You've won the game. You've gotten the incredible 18 out of 18 score. Sit back in the clubhouse, have your drink, and call it a day. So I gotta get going into the fun factory here in a few minutes. So until next time, let the sun hit you in your shoulders, and you guys have an evening full of awesomeness.